Hey, how are we doing, guys? Gray here, and today we are back for week 1 of the PPL. We're going up against Lord Emvee himself and the San Diego Chimchargers. This is somebody I followed for a long time on YouTube, and it's an honor to finally play him, honestly. I'm really excited for it. I hope you are too. There won't be a team builder this week just because time constraints. I have had absolutely no time whatsoever. Just about had enough time to play my games this week. So yeah, I will leave the paste for the team down in the description below. If you have any questions as to why I brought what I brought, then please do leave a comment. I will respond and try and let you know what I did. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. Leave a like if you're enjoying the content, subscribe, all that lovely shit, and make sure to check out the PPL coaches. And yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get into this. We're going up against Emvee, and I am, as Gym Leader Geo would say, nerve-sighted. He does bring... Ursaluna sprite is fucking gigantic. He brings in the Dunsparce, the Meowscarada and Quaquaval, the Screentail, and the Salazzle. Salazzle I'm not surprised to see, however, I'm not happy to see it. It's one that I really do kind of struggle with, but no Fortress. So there's only one potential Stealth Rocker, which is nice for my mons that do not have heavy-duty boots. Very much non-heavy-duty boots kind of weak. So I don't have to lead off with Mew. I could lead off with my Dialga at home. I'm going to call it Dialga so many times. It's a Sui and Goodra. It's close enough. Right, you know, it's almost the same Pokemon. I am going to make sure that I am still recording. Right? I'm going to put that on that screen because earlier I played a battle, didn't record it. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Post-comming their side of the battle. Anyway, let's lead off, I think, with... Yeah, Goodra seems pretty fair. He can definitely set up some spikes. He can definitely do that. And if he wants to, he's more than welcome to. He can also, low kick. If he leads off with Meowscarada, that's probably should be fine, right? That should be fine. I will very quickly, just as this is going off, I will press done. We'll go for Meowscarada. Why is the lead set so fucked up? We'll go with a different Meowscarada set. We will also say good luck, have fun to Emvee. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. I'm going to enjoy this as much as I possibly can because I've been watching Emvee for a long time. So this is really just an honour to play him, which sounds really going to suck up, but you know, it actually is. Okay, he leads off with the bear. You will have to bear with me as I will click Ice Beam. Ice Beam should be fine. If he goes for like a bulk up or a Swords Dance, I doubt I'll be able to live a hit afterwards, but I think I just got to attack this one. As great as my Goodra is against the rest of his team, I guess best case scenario is he tries to set up and he is unable to do so because we are hopefully faster. We haven't got a lot of speed, but we've got some speed. We are faster. That's good to know. Ice Beam, not going to do half. Can we get a freeze? No freeze. Okay, so that is very respectable damage. We're going to eat our Shocker. I assume this is going to be Flame Orb. No Flame Orb. Okay. Can we get any information from that? So, Ursaluna with Earthquake. Good to know that it's Earthquake. And not... so I went down to 2 on 4. So that did 41 points of damage, which means that he is most likely Adamant? Low roll Adamant, maybe? Regardless... Okay, so he's definitely got some bulk, at least in the special defense. I could switch out here. If I want to predict him to go for another Earthquake, I could just go into Enamorous. You should be able to take any one hit, theoretically, right? Let me just quickly see how much Enamorous is going to do in return. Superpower looks like it might be able to do enough. But I do want to keep that mon around. I'm just going to go out to Mew. I think Mew is probably the best option here. As we are leftovers, and he did seem to just be Adamant, which means that Earthquake won't do enough. And if he goes for anything else... Okay, we could have gone Enamorous, but yeah, that's doing not a lot. Not enough, at least. It's 233, that's 133. 233, that did 42 points of damage, so he's not Adamant Max, that's for sure. Definitely not Adamant Max. There's part of me that really wants to click Dragon Dance here. There's part of me that really wants to do that. If I get to +1, we should be able to 2-hit KO him from this range. Saying that, we will also probably die. So... He doesn't know my set. I could be anything. I could literally be anything. So I'm just going to Dragon Dance, and hopefully it goes out to like Screamtail. Losing Mew really is not the end of the world. I will say that much. He's going to go for just another Earthquake. Okay. No crits. Like, Mew was okay in this matchup, but it wasn't, like, amazing. It wasn't all that necessary, I don't think. So, I will just click Psychic Fangs. +1, he might be kind of scared of an Ice move, but he may also just accept his fate here. If I had, like, Ice Spinner, then it could be a problem for him, but close combat, but... okay, he counters. Nice tech. I respect the tech. But now he's so weakened, we should just be able to go out back into our Goodra. Yeah, I think Goodra's probably fine here. What does Goodra bring in afterwards? Not a lot. Honestly, not a great deal. So, unfortunately, we are going to lose our Mew. But we do have Healing Wish on Enamorus, so if we need to get this thing back up to health later, we have the possibility of doing so. I am just going to go for the Ice Beam. He could switch. He does switch. I assume into Salazzle? Origin Puff. That's going to be, yeah, Jigglypuff. By Jigglypuff I mean Screamtail. They're the same one. And that does damage that looks to be very Spadef. And he is, in fact, the leftovers. He could Encore me. It's interesting he went to this. I would just Heavy Slam. Like, because he's specially defensive, he probably thinks that he's fine to be able to take the hits. If he's Bulk Up, that could be a little bit annoying. Nah, it's just Encore, okay. Good to know. It is, in fact, the Encore, so... There's a chance I freeze. But there's always a chance that I freeze with this Ice Beam, so... do I want to switch out? I definitely could switch. Go out into Hisuian Arcanine here. What's the Arcanine doing for me, realistically, outside of something like this? I mean, it does check Salazzle fairly well. Albeit, yeah, it still does a lot of damage. I just don't think there's anything he can realistically do that's going to do enough damage to my mon here. I'm hoping that he goes out into Salazzle. Yeah, cool. Because Salazzle should... I say should, because maybe it has like Mud Shot or something. It should be able to not be able to knock me out. I will very quickly just check. It gets no ground moves for this gen. It gets Mud Slap, and honestly that's doing negative damage. So Head Smash looks very, very free. It looks very, very free. So I'm just going to go for it, and he's going to Protect. That's fine. Do I think Quack's coming in here? There is a chance, for sure, the Quack is coming in. And because Quack's potentially coming in, I will just click Wild Charge. Go for a read here. If Ursaluna comes in, that doesn't matter too much. I should be able to knock it out with close combat from the current range it's at. Am I faster on this Arcanine than his Quaquaval will be? Potentially. I'm fairly bulky. He's going to disable. Okay. Not the end of the world at all. So we've seen Protect, Disable. So that's going to do a very respectable amount of damage. And because he's seen that, I don't think he's going to want to switch into Quack, at least on this turn. So I will have a very quick look to see how much Salazzle took from that. I assume this is like max HP. Just from the fact that it took so little. It looks like it may... I mean, Flame Charge even, or Flare Blitz, one of these moves does around the same damage as each other one. So he's going to switch, and we're going to see the Ursaluna come in. Bear with me, yeah. Okay, cool. I believe this should knock it out. Not having Mew means I don't have a great switch in to his Quaquaval. But, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully he's not like a particularly good setup set. I think Quack is almost definitely coming out here. And in the case that it is, Meow time actually. Okay. Interesting that he would go into this. Why have you gone into this? Are you just wanting to set up hazards here? That's entirely possible. You might get a ground move. Let's just very quickly check. I mean, ground moves against Mud Slap and Spikes. We should be able to live this fairly handedly. In terms of fighting moves, what does it get? Brick Break, it gets Low Kick. I guess Low Kick would do the most damage to me, but I'm just going to go ahead and click for the Flare Blitz. Yeah, he does Low Kick. It's going to do some good damage. In fact, it's just going to knock me out. Okay. I did not... I should have calced that. I really should have calced that. Let's have a quick look. Meowscarada. I could and should have just gone into this Mon. Trying to think what he's got left. Actually, you kind of just do so much work. I could also go into my boy Ron Sneasel here and Terra Electric. I don't hate that. I could also go into you and throw off a pretty free Moonblast, which again I don't really hate. If he goes out into the Dunsparce, then worse things can happen. So yeah, I'm going to just go into this. Right, let's have a quick look. Is that choice banded to be able to knock me out with a Low Kick, or is it just... Yeah, it didn't have to be choice banded at all. I should have calced that. Absolutely should have. If he wasn't choice banned though, it was actually a roll in my favour to live. So... tough, but it is what it is. I am just going to... Do I want to double actually? I could definitely double. I mean, Scream Tail, if it comes in, it doesn't really do a whole lot. So I will go ahead and just click the Moonblast. Origin Puff comes in, to be expected. We'll see how much this does, because it's especially defensive, almost definitely. That's still very respectable damage. I could just stay in and Moonblast again, and then get a free switch into Goodra, but I think it's actually better for me just to go into Goodra first. It's just better for me to go into Goodra. Keep Enamorus as healthy as I can, and hopefully we don't see rocks here. I do have a drink. Amazing. If I go for Heavy Slam, what's the worst it can do? It's clearly going to go back up to full HP. I still think I click it because there's not really that many things I want to switch into it. Sure, like Quack could, but actually Quack is looking more and more of a threat. I think my Wincon is almost definitely going to be Iron Hands. I just need to preserve Iron Hands as best as I possibly can. Enamorus also looks pretty good. I mean, this doesn't look bad. I'm going to click Thunderbolt, expecting... Oh, wow, actually, just wishes. He will Encore here. So... Kind of wild, actually, that he did that. Can I get Power? No Power. Tough. I fully expect the Encore now. And with that in mind... With that in mind, I think I can just go out into my my Hariyama, my Iron Hands. You know what they say about big hands. Expecting an Encore, 100% expecting the Encore here. It shouldn't be doing too much, even if he goes for something else. He goes for the Gleam. That's a little tough. But at the same time, I think we should be all right. I will just click Heavy Slam. He can Gleam again, but Heavy Slam should do so much damage to this. He's going to Protect. He's going to go for a Protect. Now, do I want to Drain Punch? I don't see any necessary downside. I mean, he can lock me into Heavy Slam. He could lock me into Heavy Slam, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Do I need to make a prediction here? Honestly, I don't think I really do. I don't think I really do. I think I'm just going to Heavy Slam again. Because, okay, well, you know, that's tough. That is tough. He goes into the Salazzle. This might just knock it out. Depending on its investment, Heavy Slam does do a lot of damage, I'm pretty sure. It's just barely going to miss out on the KO. That is tough. That is very tough. And I expect the Toxic. If I expect the Toxic, I can Healing Wish later. So I'm not too concerned. I will just go for a Drain Punch. He goes for a Sludge Bomb, actually. And yeah, we'll Drain Punch for a tiny bit of recovery. Minuscule amounts of recovery. Iron Hands versus Meowscarada. It could have Zen Headbutt, right? I think Zen Headbutt is... or Play Rough even is a potential. Very much potential bring on that mon. He had a done for. That's an interesting mon to bring in. Maybe he's just fast. He could also be the Terra Flying, actually. I do need to remember he'd be Terra Flying. If that's the case, and I do have my booster, good done. So if he then Terra Flyings, will Rock Slide do enough? Rock Slide does not do enough, but I could get a flinch. Does he ever do enough with any move hit? I don't know if he does. And there's got to be a reason that he's gone out into this in particular, right? There's got to be a reason for it. I want to say he Terra Flyings. What's my endgame, or could my endgame potentially be if this goes down? I will really struggle, actually, with some of his mons. So, regardless, I think I will just play Rock Slide. I think he just Terras it into Flying. And we can get potential flinch if we are quicker. Because we are pretty speedy on this mon. He Terras into normal type. Oh, okay. Well, that's wild. Am I a Drain Punch? Are you fast? You are fast. Okay. He is super, super speedy on this. Okay. I can't lock myself in just yet. How much are you going to take? If it's super fast, maybe even choice specs. I hate the fact that the calc for this mon is adamant for some reason on the calc. How much do you take? You should be able to take the hit, get off an SD, and cause some issues. You should be able to do that at least. So I will... I mean, it could have a fighting move, right? I think I've got to... I don't think you go for an Earth Power here. If he does Earth Power, and it's not specs, just going to check, see how much that does. Earth Power to Electric. Okay, yeah, I think I need to Terra Electric here and just go for an SD. Look at these Terramons. Two low-tier budget picks. We're going to ignore the fact that Sneasel might not be on our team for much longer. But, you know, Sneasel hopefully can do something here. Icicle Crash should knock this out. This shouldn't do enough. It does not. And that isn't quite specs, but it's definitely very offensive. Gonna go for an Icicle Crash, we do hit. Do we knock this out? Wow, that did 0 damage. how come that did absolutely nothing? That literally did nothing. Nothing at all. I will go for another Icicle Crash. We got lucky there. We absolutely got lucky there. We're going to take off... take down with the Dunsparce. Bro, what was I looking at there? Was it like max defense? Like, for real, I gotta be missing something, right? There's no way I'm not missing something. I'm a +2. I mean, I just crash again. I just continually crash. It is my best play. Because the last couple of mons will die to a Moonblast. If I remember rightly. That flinch was huge though. That flinch was gigantic. I'm not even gonna say two ways about it. It was a massive, massive flinch. I mean, I've got to go for Icicle Crash, and I gotta hope I land. I mean, maybe Terra Blast was the better option. Maybe it was the better option, just to guarantee damage, but okay, we hit. That does half. Do we get... Oh my god, I'm sorry, Emvee. I really am. He can go for a protect here. As much as I want to call that, I'm just not going to, because I could have SD'd again, but I don't think it's worth it. I think putting this in range is more beneficial. Terra Blast only does slightly less, so I will now just go for a Terra Blast. Because I want to guarantee this damage. And I don't want to bank on another flinch. Don't want to bank on another flinch at all. He's just going to Gleam me? Do I live this? I do live this. Wow. Okay. Sneasel put in the finest, albeit it's put in the finest because I am an incredibly lucky fucker. Just put it plainly, I am incredibly lucky. Would, at this point, Meowscarada die to an Ice Shard? I will quickly have a look at that. Ice Shard potentially knocks it out. I will just go for a Terra Blast again, because Terra Blast into Ice Shard would knock out Meowscarada if it was to switch in. And I believe the Terra Blast should knock out Quack, depending on its investment. If it is... Oh yeah, you know, it should. Unless it's fully physically defensive, it should knock it out. Potentially if it's Wakan, I guess, as well. Maybe he has Jet. If he has Jet, that's not the worst thing in the world. I think I've just got to go for this anyway. And if I win this game, it's entirely based on luck, not because I am a good player. So, one takeaway from this is that if it's your birthday, you're going to get hacked, and you're going to get hacked real bad. And I can only apologise to Emvee for that, because, you know, it's what you get, really. It's, you get birthday bumps, instead you get birthday hacks. So, I'm really sorry about those flinches. I would love to have had a clean game, because, you know, I want to play Emvee for so long. But this actually does live as well, which is kind of wild. He goes for a Thunder Punch. Yo, I respect it. I fully respect the tech there. And I think if he's Choice Scarf, then if he's Choice Scarf, an Amorous will die. But I'll know he's Choice Scarf and I can kill with Goodra. And we are going to pick up quite arguably the luckiest. And I genuinely mean that, the luckiest win I think I've ever had. It's definitely up there. So, yeah, we're going to Moonblast, we are Scarfed. Meowscarada goes down, and we are going to pick up a 2-0 win over Emvee, but it's a bittersweet one. It's nice to win, but it's not nice to win in that way. And, yeah, before anyone in the comments gets shitty with me, I'm going to take the win. I think everyone will take the win here. I know Emvee would as well, but man, this sucks. To be able to play somebody that you've looked up to in the community, and then get a double flinch to win the game, that actually is pretty rough. So yeah. Anyway, good game to Emvee. Really, he outplayed me throughout the entire game. He was the better player, and such is Mons sometimes, that even a better player doesn't end up winning, and yeah, it's a bit shit. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling on and get on out of here. If you did enjoy the battle, please leave a like, subscribe so you don't miss out on the rest of the PPL season, as well as other draft leagues. We've got BBR, we've got ICP, and we've got PBA, and we've got GBA, we're assistant coach for. That's coming up. So yeah, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of that. And until next one, have a great day, guys.